Hey, Karyn here. The coolest thing happened to me this weekend. Yeah, I'm almost too excited to talk about it. So, so the coolest thing ever happened to me this weekend. And I'm just so excited to share it. I meant to share sooner, but it's just been a crazy, hectic past few days. So I took a trip to New Orleans this weekend. This is going to be kind of a compilation of just little clips because I didn't really vlog there. I wanted to, but there was a lot of just excitement and a lot of busyness, so I didn't get to, and that's okay. I tend to do that when I go on vacation. Like if I didn't plan it out or like set aside a particular moment to film, I don't film and I end up with just clips. But yeah, I went to New Orleans for a Jesse McCartney concert, and y'all, I was just so excited for this moment because I have been a Jesse McCartney fan since I can remember, probably his whole career, and I just admire everything he does, and I was just so excited to get these tickets. So the last time I recall trying to get tickets to a Jesse McCartney concert, I was 19 or 20, and so like a decade ago, and it was, I don't know the name of the album. Is it called Super Bad? Is that the album? The album with the other guy, because that's my favorite song. And I could not find anybody to go with me. Like none of my friends like pop music the way I do, and so I didn't go, and I was so sad. And I mean, I asked everybody, and then I asked people this time around too last year, because the tour started, the new stage tour started last year, and nobody was like replying. So I was like, you know what, I might just have to go by myself, which is fine. I'm just tired of missing out because I'm waiting on other people. But yeah, I just started dropping like crazy hints for my birthday. I was like, I need Jesse McCartney tickets or Billy Joel tickets, because like they're both touring right now, and I love Billy Joel, but I was really hoping for Jesse McCartney tickets. And I got them for my 29th birthday. I got Jesse McCartney tickets, and yeah, that was just really cool. And I'm like, what a perfect like 29th birthday present. It meant a lot to me because I've been trying to go to a concert for years, decades, and I don't know, it was just nice. It was like all of my like I don't know, it was just like very nostalgic to get the tickets because I'm turning 29. Well, I turned 29. It was just kind of like an ending to like the perfect like, it was like goodbye to childhood, because this is the last year before I'm 30, which I feel like is officially adulthood. I know like 18, 25, but it feels like, okay, get your shit together now. And it's called New Stage, like that's the name of the tour, and I'm like, that's just perfect, honestly. Like I'm on a new stage, you know, so adulthood, and it's just really fun. And I told Alex, like, I was so happy when I got the tickets, because for my birthday, like, I just opened a bunch of books, and I was like, I know I did not just get books for my 29th birthday. Like, what's going on? And the tickets were like the very last thing. He just showed me his phone, and it was like an email for the tickets, and I was just so excited. And so yeah, we spent the weekend in New Orleans. We stayed at this really swanky boutique hotel, Pontchartrain, something like that. I just wanted to go because they have a really cute lounge area, but I have a meeting soon, no way. But I didn't even hang out in there because like we were out all of Friday night, because the concert was Friday night, and like we didn't get back in till like 3 o'clock, and then the next morning was checkout, so I didn't even really hang out in the hotel. But yeah, I don't know where I was going with that bit, but we stayed in the cute boutique hotel, and the concert was like, it felt unorganized. It was at House of Blues. He always performs at House of Blues in New Orleans, and so we got VIP tickets. He didn't even know he ordered VIP tickets. I think that's why I was going with this, because I was like, oh my gosh, like what am I gonna wear? Like, oh, I'm so excited. And he was like, well, I mean, it's a concert, you probably won't even be seen. People say that to me all the time when I go to concerts. I'm always seen, like if I want to be seen by the artist. And so it turned out we had VIP tickets, and I'm like, you see how that just worked out in my favor? He didn't even know. He just purchased tickets, and they're like regular tickets, VIP, and then elite. and the elite people got to like go meet him before the concert, which would have been cool, but I was happy with the surprise of VIP because we didn't even know that until the day before. And so VIP, they had us like waiting, like we waited probably, like I know I was standing up like 2 hours before we were even allowed into the concert hall venue. Concert hall? But I'm used to going to classical performances. But yeah, we waited for eternity thinking we were going, like Jessie would be in the room like before the concert, and no, it was just kind of like get the place you want. And there were some like bratty girls standing behind me like when we finally got into the room. I was in front row because I'm like, duh, that's why I'm here. And I went to where the mic was set up. I don't know why people were lining up around the whole place. I'm like, shouldn't you go where the mic is set up? And there were 2 headliners, so the mic moved around a bit, but I just felt like that was where the mic was going to be. Just the way the stage was set up, it only made sense, and that's where it was. So I was like right in front of Jesse McCartney the whole performance, and it was really cool. But some bratty girls were behind me, like they were trying to fight to get into the front row, and it's like, that's not how this works. What in the world? Like they were like they were playing games, like trying to trick us. Like, can I get by my friend? Like my friend's up there, and it's like, go next to your friend and try to get in. Don't. It was just weird. And then they were pushing us in our back. Somebody's phone was like in my hair. I flicked it back, and so then their phone just kept falling because I guess she got the message to leave me alone. And then some people back there with them, I guess, started bullying them to get them to stop bullying us. And it was just weird. I'm like, have you only seen a concert on TV? Like, this is not how it works. Like, you don't have to push. Like, that's why they're on a stage, so everybody can see. But yeah, so I held up my hand, like, you know, trying to be a concert girl, you know, like, grab my hand, Jesse. And he did not. And he looked right at me. And y'all, that crushed me. Like, my feelings were hurt. And so then, I don't know if it was the same song or, I don't know. It was some song. So then he looked at me, like, pointing at me, like, singing to me. And I guess I didn't really react because I was like, my feelings were hurt, y'all. Like, they were hurt because I was really excited. Who were the headliners? Jamie Miller. I didn't know who that was before this performance. And there was somebody else. Somebody Bear. Casey Bear. I didn't know either of them before this performance. And they were like reaching out to fans and everything, and everybody's like going crazy. And so I'm like, I'm just here to see Jesse McCartney. And so yeah, but then, and he also came back over later in the evening, and like, I know, saying, I don't even know what song it was, but like looking right at me, and I don't know if that was like a I wasn't being rude, I just don't grab hands on the stage thing, because he didn't grab anybody else's hands that night. Because I was like, if Jesse McCartney grabs somebody else's hand after he did not grab mine, I am just canceling him. JK. But seriously, that's how I felt. But it was just really nice. Like, it was just a really exciting night, and it was really cool being front row and being seen and being sang to. It was just really great. And then afterwards, it was like another hour wait to take photos, and the photos aren't ready yet. I think this was his assistant or PR or social manager. That's what she seemed like. She was just like, whenever she has time this week, she'll post the pictures. And yeah, I don't even want to share mine. I feel like I'm gonna look because it was like the end of the night, sweaty. I had makeup like on my shirt because I wore a white shirt to a concert. Why did I do that? It was really cute. I did not take a photo of that outfit, so I'll have to wear it again and take a photo because it was really cute. But when I went to meet Jesse, I was like, hey, and he was like, hey, like, I saw you up front jamming, and like held out his arms for a hug, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like, it just always works out in my favor when I go to these concerts. And it was just really great. It was just so nice and like so sweet, and it was just great. Like, it was like a really great birthday present. It meant so much. Like, I love all of Jesse McCartney's songs. I admire his music, and it's just very different from any music today, and that's why I appreciate it so much, because it's just like, I don't know, it's just fun to listen to, and it's happy, and a lot of it's about sex but it's just fun and happy, and not about being better than somebody else, because a lot of music today is about dissing somebody else, and it's just so annoying and toxic when like song after song on your playlist. Like when I'm working out, all those songs are about like being better than somebody else or being on a come up, and it's like, ugh, why can't I just be happy where I am, you know? And I guess that's what I get from just McCartney songs and why I love them so much. But that was just such a great gift. And it was nice being in New Orleans again, because I haven't been in a while, since before the pandemic started. Like we were there Mardi Gras 2020, and then 2 weeks later lockdown happened. So yeah, it was really cool. Whole weekend was really great. I'm planning to visit New Orleans again really soon, like before the year is over. It's June, so, and we're about to spend the rest of the month in Texas, so no time soon. I'm probably gonna be exhausted in July because of staying at someone's house for such a long time. I'm very private, so the longer I stay around people, the more exhausted I become. But it'll be exciting and a refresher, because I'm trying to get out the house. Like I've been in the house for 2 years now, and so yeah, I'm just excited to, like, things are getting back up. This is my first time not wearing a mask somewhere. I've been vaccinated 4 times, so I'm good. And we also have the tests at home, and we wear our masks when we're, like, we still do the quarantine kind of a, what's it called? Not quarantine. Isolation? No, quarantine. Like, until we get tested type of thing, because we have the at-home tests. And, I mean, I feel like everybody's safe now for the most part. Like if you're vaccinated, you're good to go. I think it's becoming more of just a flu thing now. Like we have the vaccinations, so it's not scary anymore. But still, just playing it safe, because I like interact with my family a lot, and my grandmother, everybody takes turns taking care of my grandma, and she is 83, and we, you know, this is how we got here. People not caring about other people. But anyway, I have been talking for 12 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and just add some clips from my weekend in New Orleans. We didn't do too much really. Like I live really close to New Orleans, so there wasn't a lot that I wanted to do in this weekend. I was so tired. Like the whole point was going for the Jason McCartney concert, and I'm so excited for the next concert. Like legit, I will travel to it wherever it is, because it was just so nice being immersed in music that I love. Like I just loved it. Like I rarely go to live music and just love every single song that's performed, like every single song. And so it's great. Like next on my list is Phoenix and Coldplay. But Coldplay tickets, Lord, like I want to be front row, and that's just like, and then they're usually in Europe, so that's even more. But you know, lots of plans for 2023. I'm just so excited, and I wanted to go ahead and record this while I'm still excited about it, like while I can still, like, I'm still seeing glimpses of the night. But it was just really great, and Jesse's really sweet from the encounter I had, and it was just really nice. It was just like, oh, this is the perfect birthday present, like perfect chef's kiss, you know. But yeah, I'm really excited. And then hopefully we'll visit. See, I have plans. There's so many travel plans this year. I don't know what we were thinking. But, you know, I did mention that we were planning to move. If you are on the channel a lot, that we're planning to move by the beginning of next year. I got a remote job last June, and it was like, hey, I don't have to be here anymore. So and we love our apartment. That's why it's so hard to move. Like we have the best apartment and the best price, and I don't see us finding this anywhere else. But now the wheels are in motion. That's why we've been traveling so much. But it's really a lot back to back like this. But it's still fine. Like I could really see I can travel back to back. Like I like being tired. I really think I do. But yes, that's another video. But we will be returning to New Orleans. Like going again was just really exciting. I always love it. Every time I go, I love it. And I don't know if I was just even more excited this time because it was for a Jason McCartney concert. I'm sure it was. Because usually when I go, it's just to hang out and just to be there. But yeah, it's a cute place. I don't have a lot of clips. I have a few pieces of me talking and photos. I'll find some creative way possibly to do this because I'm taking things slow this week at work. Somebody's messaging me now, but we are going out of town this weekend and we'll be gone for 2 weeks. So I'm trying not to wear myself out at work until I get where I'm going. And so I worked yesterday to wrap up a report and I didn't finish it. I started it yesterday, so I wasn't going to finish it. So that's what's going to happen after work today. But today, I'm just taking time to be me at home because in my head, I worked yesterday. And trying to get some videos up because I have not been as consistent as I would like to, just because so much is happening in my life. Like, so many balls are rolling. And yeah, so hopefully, fingers crossed, this is a good week for me. But until then, I will be living in the memories of New Orleans. So enjoy whatever clips I include. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.
Quite some time. I wrote this this next song back in 2007, 2008. And it's a crazy, I mean, it would become the biggest song I ever wrote that I never recorded. It was sort of a classic tale of a record company just sort of disagreeing artistically with the song and not really thinking it should be on my album. And I fought them on it. Inevitably, I lost. And about a year later, the gentleman who I wrote the song with, Mr. Ryan Tedder of One Republic, he calls me later and he says, listen, I know you're not using the song, but I have an artist in London who just won the X Factor. She's an incredible vocalist and she wants to record the song. And at the time I was just this young, I was 21, I was this young kid trying to get a song published, and I was just so thrilled that anybody would record my music. And I'm glad that she did. She made it the biggest song of the decade. The artist was Leona Lewis, and the song was Bleeding Love. It goes like this. Closed off from love, didn't need the pain. Once or twice was enough, and it was all in vain. Time starts to pass before you know it. Frozen. Something happened. Hey man, she gon' be singing. She gon' be singing. Oh, she gon' be singing. She gon' be singing today. You gon' be singing. But don't stress, don't stress, don't stress. What? Don't stress, don't stress, don't stress. 'Cause we gon' and we gon' and we gon'. You say. What? Girl, you need to tell that I need it. Yeah. Friday night in Orleans. Where are we going after the show? That's what I want to know. We hitting Bourbon Street. All the locals are like, no. Before we go any further, make some noise for the gentleman sitting next to me, Mr. Kevin Agnes here on guitar. And one of my old homies, Mr. David Haddon on the drums. We're gonna break things down here a little bit. I want to play you guys a song I wrote for my second album back in 2006. We wrote this song while touring my very first album, the Beautiful Soul album. We had been on the road for so long that it occurred to us that we didn't start writing the second album while we were out there. It would be years before it came out. So we were traveling through London, and this is one of the first songs that we wrote. I'll play it for you right now. This is called Just So You Know. I shouldn't love you, but I want to.
Well, we're gonna walk back to the car now.
No, we're gonna keep going. See if anybody's in it.
She got me rocking things if I let you go. So we finally are leaving the hotel. It's afternoon. We had planned to leave at 9 so we could do stuff, but that never worked out. I guess the next stop is Cafe Du Monde. We wanted to go to Brennan's for breakfast, but you have to make reservations there or you won't get in. So, and it's Pride weekend. I see flags everywhere, so I'm sure it's gonna be packed everywhere. We sat in the shade. I was trying to get away from the cars and maybe a museum, but nothing else is really planned. I just tried to take pictures in the hotel I stayed in, specifically for they have a Lil Wayne gallery, photo painting, and I wanted that, and I got a photo of the gallery, but they didn't have the yellow couch in front of the painting like they do online. They rearranged the room, so I had to take 2 separate photos, and then a bridal party came in and tried to take over the whole room. So yeah, we are just gonna roam around. It's hot today, it's not raining, so I don't even really want to be here like that because it's mostly walking around in New Orleans and it's just too damn hot for that. So we're just playing it by ear, and I'm hoping to head out within the next few hours so that I'm home before it's dark to walk the dogs.
Looking back now, I'm so glad I did. Just when I thought I couldn't get no